Today I am going to review the Tascam DR-60 Mark II. And to make it a fair review, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same microphone. I have an XLR microphone. I'm going to be using it with an audio interface into the camera for the bass recording. Then I am going to have it running through the Tascam into the computer, or the camera. And then I'm going to have it so that it's, I'm recording, but then the sound I'm playing is the sound directly recorded to the Tascam and not what's recorded on the camera. Before I get to the demonstration, I can start off by mentioning a few things. So the Tascam, this here is made specifically for DSLR movie making. So it's got a place on the bottom so you can put it on a tripod, and then the top part, this one screws into the tripod mount on your camera. And then it has two XLR inputs. It has a camera output low, camera output in, and it also has a camera in. And then it has the individual knobs for the sound levels on the back. It has a different volume. It has different ways you can mix it. It runs on four AA batteries, or sorry, 4 AA batteries, or you can run it on a power supply you put in here, and then it has you can put a regular SD card for recording. Now, I'm going to say right off that I really like the sound recording on this. It sounds excellent, but the battery life is extremely short. If you put good batteries in it, you'll maybe get 30 minutes of recording time. If you put cheap batteries in it, like something you'll get at Harbor Freight, you're lucky if it powers on, and if it does, it'll last probably 5 minutes. So, rechargeable batteries is the way to go if you're going to do this, or get a battery pack. Basically, that's my big complaint about this, is the battery life. Other thing is, this is made for when you've got your camera set up on a tripod. It's not the greatest for vlogging. It doesn't have a built-in microphone like some of the other small recorders, so you can't just use this to get location sounds or anything. You have to have an external microphone plugged into it. You can see that once that you have the Tascam on your DSLR, it's quite sizable. And then once you add a microphone, here it's quite noticeable. It's not something you want to just run around using for vlogging, because it gets kind of heavy. And then also, in order to record sound here, you have to you basically start your camera recording first. Then you push this record button on this, and then it sends a tone to your camera and on the recording here so that you can match up the sound in post. So it takes a little bit more thought to use it, but if you're doing something like making a short movie or something, it's definitely worth it. If you're using it for vlogging, I would say it's not the way to go. Now, what I'm going to do here for the sound review, instead of just me talking and rambling on, I'm going to read a poem, one of my favorites, The Touch of the Master's Hand by Myra Wilkes Brooks. And I'm going to start off with just the microphone plugged into the camera. And then from there, I'm going to go to the microphone plugged into the Tascam plugged into the camera. And then lastly, I'm going to do just the sound from the microphone into the Tascam. And still, you can hear the quality difference. 'Twas battered and scarred, and the auctioneer thought it hardly worth his while to waste his time on the old violin, but he held it up with a smile. "What am I bid, good people?" he cried. "Who starts the bidding for me? $1? $1? Do I hear $2? $2? Who makes it $3? $3 once, $3 twice? Going for $3. But no. From the room far back, a gray-bearded man came forward and picked up the bow. Then, wiping the dust from the old violin and tightening up the strings, he played a melody pure and sweet as the angels sing. The music ceased, and the auctioneer said with a voice that was quiet and low, What am I bid for this old violin, as he held it aloft with its bow? 1,000, 1,000, do I hear two? 2,000, who makes it three? 3,000 once, 3,000 twice? Going and gone, said he. From the room far back, a gray-bearded man came forward and picked up the bow. Then wiping the dust from the old violin and tightening up the strings, he played a melody pure and sweet as the angel sings. Then the music ceased, and the auctioneer, with a voice that was quiet and low, said, "Now what am I bid for the old violin?" As he held it aloft with its bow. 1,000, 1,000, do I hear two? 2,000, who makes it three? 3,000 once, 3,000 twice? Going and gone, said he. The audience cheered, but some of them cried, "We don't understand. What changed its worth?" Swift came the reply, the touch of the master's hand. And many a man with life out of tune, all battered and bruised with sin, is auctioned cheap to the thoughtless crowd, much like that old violin. A mess of pottage, a glass of wine, a game, and he travels on. He is going once, he is going twice, he is going and almost gone. But the master comes, and the foolish crowd never can quite understand the worth of a soul and the change that is wrought by the touch of the master's hand. In conclusion, I have to say the Tascam DR-60 Mark II is a good product. It records high-quality audio. And if you're using it for a studio-type setting or for making a movie, it's a good buy. If you're using it for something that you want to be quick or inconspicuous, or if you're trying to use it for vlogging, then I would say it's not. If I had it to do over, I would have probably bought one of the more portable ones that I could stick in a pocket, and ones that had a built-in microphone so I could use them for sound effects or location sound if I wanted to record a river or something like that. But with that said, this is still a pretty good unit. Hopefully you enjoyed this review and found it helpful. If so, click like down below, and if you're not already, hit subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I post new videos. And in the future here, sometime soon, I plan on reviewing the microphone that I use for this as well. So check back for more videos. Thanks for watching, and have a splendid day.